today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a tabletop review of the Troy M7A1 Storm Case. Now, this is an item sold specifically by Troy Industries, and it's designed to fit their M7A1 SBR rifle. I first was introduced to the rifle as well as the case back in 2012. At that time, the case was not available separately, so if you wanted that case, you had to buy their SBR kit. And their SBR kit included everything except for a lower receiver. And I don't remember if it was a year or about a year and a half after that, they decided to sell just the case. So they made the case available for purchase, except the case was priced at $300. So, although it's a very cool case and high quality with the custom cutouts, $300 was quite a bit for that particular item. So fast forward to right around a week ago, I actually had this Troy M7A1 case in my shopping cart on Amazon, and I don't remember exactly what the price was, but I'd been watching these on Amazon, and the price was around $240, something like that, $230, $240. One day I logged in, and the price on this M7A1 Storm Case dropped to $138. And that caught my attention right there. While I was thinking about it, the price dropped again to about $134. So I went ahead and purchased it. For $134, you can purchase off of Amazon the regular Pelican Storm Case, the IM2370, which is designed, I believe, for notebook computers. It just has solid foam in it, or the foam that you pull the parts out and kind of custom fit it. So this Troy M7A1 Storm Case for $134 was now the same price as a regular Pelican Storm Case. So that was too good of a deal to pass up. So I did pick one up. Now, unfortunately, a few days after that, Amazon raised the price back up to $194. So that's where it is at the time of this video. So I don't know what to tell you about that. They did lower the price, and then they raised it back up. So it is what it is. Let's move on. This is the box that the Troy M7A1 Storm Case ships in. It carries a part number of SCAS-M7A-00BT-00. Decal on the side right there has the Troy part number on it. The other side of this particular box, you got to remember this is a straight up Pelican IM2370 box and case, and I do believe that this is how the foam kind of ships if you buy the Pelican version. I believe this is little chunks of foam, and you can pull them out and custom fit it. So the Pelican IM2370, although it's basically the same as what we're going to be looking at, the inside foam is customized for Troy. So if you want the customized foam, you've got to go to Troy Industries and buy this particular version that we're looking at here. So let me get this unboxed so we can actually take a look at the case itself. Okay, this is the case and what it ships with. There's a hang tag down here that just talks about lifetime guarantee. Meets airline carry-on regulations, of course with no firearm in it. double layered soft grip handles, pressure relief regulation with vortex valve, the pick and pull foam, that's what they call it, that's what I was trying to refer to earlier. It is made out of a lightweight, extremely durable HPX resin, easy to open press and pull latches, made in the USA, blah blah blah, crush proof, dust proof, water resistant, lifetime guarantee. Ships with some other materials. This is all specific to Pelican. None of this stuff is specific to Troy. It just talks about other products in their product line and care and O-rings, seals, cleaning instructions, divider sets, pick and pluck foam, which wouldn't be applicable for this, in a couple of different languages. Alright, okay, this is the pressure relief valve that they were referring to, and this is basically due if you were flying with this, this pressure relief valve would equalize pressure inside of the case as well as to what it is outside. That's my understanding, at least. The latches use a barrel type of key, and then if you push on the button, they don't open by themselves. You push on the button and the latch will release like so. The handle is rubberized and it is thick and grippy. I think grippy is a word. Nice handle. I've already looked over this case. This is a very high quality case for a flight case with protective foam. No complaints. Honestly, I can't find anything really to complain about. These barrel locks, the keys inside, we'll take a look at that in a moment. On either end of the case here, you can run a padlock through or some type of a locking mechanism or some type of a lock, like I'm assuming it'd be a padlock or some sort of a chain lock you could run through here. So you can double lock this. So if you're going to fly with this, you could use a TSA approved locks instead of these barrel locks. So that's good. These latches are nice. I've already played around with these quite a bit. I don't have any complaints about that. If we open up the case, you can see, well, let me position the camera. I'm not going to be able to get the entire top part as well as the bottom part in frame here, so I'll just focus on one area at a time and talk about that. Inside of the case are the two barrel keys for the locks, and you've got these different compartments here. Now, my understanding for these compartments, this particular compartment here, assuming you purchased the entire M7A1 Troy upper receiver SBR kit, there'd be a sling right here, a vertical grip right here, your upper receiver right here, a cleaning kit, 3 Troy magazines, and then over here would be 2 Troy magazines, 2 Troy magazines, and then of course out of frame. Well, up here would be your pistol grip, buffer tube assembly, and your stock. I'll show that area in a second. So what Troy did, or had done, is they took the IM-2370 Pelican case and they had this foam customized for their specific needs. The upper that this is designed to fit is a 7.5-inch upper with a Troy Claymore brake on it. There's cutouts right here for the foldable Troy rear sight. And this cutout here is designed to accommodate either an EOTech like a 512, the one with the AA batteries, or the smaller EOTech, the one with the CR123 battery. So you can use either of those two sights here. There's also a cutout here for the vertical grip, and a cutout on the front for a Troy flip sight. So that more or less covers the bottom. And let's take a look at the upper section here. The upper section here is designed to hold 2 Troy battle mags, and there is the permanently affixed Velcro retention system, and I do believe the Velcro is attached to the back of the foam. There is no foam on the back side of this particular area here or here. As a matter of fact, I see some glue slopped around right there. So you can do 2 mags and 2 mags, and then you have your lower receiver here, pistol grip, buffer tube, and a stock. So I've seen some of these cases with this foam cut out. It looks like it's cut out for a Magpul CTR or a Magpul MOE stock. This one is definitely cut out for the Troy Battle Axe stock. And there is foam behind here in this section. Just not right down there. So this is the only area where there isn't any foam. So who would want this particular kit? Well, if you have a 7.5 inch SBR, this might be a viable option for you for a carrying case. Especially I think at the $134 price point. What you're going to run into is several things. This is cut out for a Troy pistol grip. I don't remember exactly which one it's cut out for. So using this with other grips might be problematic. Same with the stock here. This is obviously cut out for the battle axe. If you're going to use something else, this might be problematic as well. What we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to test fit my 7.5 inch SBR to this case and see what kind of modifications I need to do to make this usable for my SBR. Again, you know, this foam here, there's a piece glued to the back of the Pelican case, and then there's this piece. So if necessary, you can take an X-Acto knife and you can trim this a little bit and remove it. So you can customize this a little bit for your application. On the lower section here, if you're not running a 7.5 inch upper, this definitely is not going to work for you, because you're not going to be able to fit anything much larger than that in this case. Dimension wise, we've got 17 3/4, and that's from right here all the way to here. You might be able to, you know, it's hard to say, you might be able to squeeze an 8 inch upper if you had an A2 flash hider, something smaller than the Troy Claymore. It's really hard to say. But let's start with fitment. Let's see what we can get fitted here. First off, I have an Otis cleaning kit. This is the GI spec cleaning kit. You can get these from multiple different sources. eBay is a good source. The kit that comes with the rifle case when you buy it is similar to this. It's black and it has Troy's logo on it, but I do believe it's made by Otis. And as you can see, that fits in there perfect. So you don't need a Troy specific cleaning kit. You can get one of the generic Otis kits and that will fit in there. Or you could repurpose this for something else. You don't need to carry one of these cleaning kits in there. I happen to have one, so I'm test fitting it just to make sure. Let's step up here a little bit and let's try some magazines. Now I don't have any Troy battle mags. I don't really use those. I use Gen 3 P mags. And let's see. There's one. There's two. Let me grab one more Gen 3 P mag. Okay, so 3 Gen 3 P mags fit in here. And let's play around with this a little bit. Let me stagger these. What we're running into is these bottom flanges here are causing these to stick out a little bit. This isn't completely flush with the foam right here. Let's try going in this direction. Maybe like so. Well, you can get 3 of them in this way, and they will fit flush. So that's the Gen 3 P mags. Let's try one more direction. Both directions appear to fit completely flush. It is stretching the foam a little bit when you run them this way, but I think stretching the foam a little bit that way is probably better than having them stick out at the top. Yeah, this sticks out just a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch right here. So this might be fine, but it'll probably indent up here somewhere. Yeah, right up here is where it indents. So you have a couple different ways you could run the P mags, if you're running P mags, of course. So definitely no problems with P mag fitment. Let's take a look at this other area up here. This particular area is only designed to hold 2 magazines, at least 2 Troy magazines. So let's try 2 Gen 3 P mags up here, see if we can get those to work. Again, I'm going to kind of stagger these for better fitment. And that, the whole magazine's sticking out. I'm not going to be able to get 2 Gen 3 P mags in this area. Unfortunately, they stick out too far, and when you go to close it, there could be some clearance issues with your upper, or if you're running the cleaning kit right here. So you might be able to, it might be okay. I don't know. Let's just stick that in there anyway and try it. Yeah, it's not. We're having some clearance issues with the cleaning kit here. Without the cleaning kit, if you wanted to, yeah, wouldn't be a problem without the cleaning kit. Of course, it's going to push down. It's going to push down on the foam right here if you were to run 2 magazines right here. And I'm assuming that this other area is going to be the same with the Gen 3 PMags. Yeah, it's going to be the same over here. So if you're running the Magpul PMags, looks like you can carry 5 without any difficulties. I don't know. You might be able to mix them up a little bit. Like here's a hex mag. Let's see if I could get a Gen 3 PMag and a hex mag in here. Probably not, but try it anyway. Nope. So, unfortunately, those are all the magazines I have handy at the moment to try. Now, let's move on to the upper receiver fitment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and test fit my upper receiver, and we'll see how well it fits. This is my, pardon me, I said upper receiver, I meant lower receiver. This is my SBR lower receiver, and it has a Magpul K2 Plus grip on it and the Magpul SL stock. And you can see there's quite the discrepancy in the cutout here for the grip. Either I'm going to have to drastically trim the foam or change the grip. The stock, again, this is a tight fit. It's compressing the foam over here. The foam is not long enough. It would require some trimming also over in this area for this to fit, possibly a little bit around here. I have a Magpul sling plate here, a QD sling plate with the Magpul paraclip in there, so there's a little bit of a fitment issue there. Lower receiver, obviously not an issue. The big issue right here is the grip. I had to take this magazine out because with the magazine in there, the foam won't move around any, and I did manage to get this in there, but it's really putting some stress on the foam, so I didn't want to try and force it any further. So this is going to require a bit of modification to get my configuration to work, and that's, you know, not a deal breaker. It's not a big deal. I either change the grip or I do a little foam trimming, and there is enough room where I can make some adjustments here for the foam, so this will fit, and then of course a little bit of adjustment back here, and this SL stock will fit. So not too much of a modification that needs to be done there. Next up, let's take a look at the upper receiver and see how well that fits. Okay, lengthwise, there's definitely no problem here. This is my 7.5-inch upper. I have a 9-inch Troy Alpha rail on here. The 9-inch rail is clearing all the way up to here, and I do believe the Troy M7A1 has a 9-inch rail handguard on it as well. So no problem there, and there is a bit of space between the end of the barrel and the Troy Claymore. So there's about 1.5 inches more of space. Now this is a 7.5-inch barrel, so that tells me if there's 1.5 inches left, we could go to an 8, an 8.5. 9. Of course, I don't think there's a 9-inch barrel, but I have seen some 8s and 8.5-inch barrels, and still use the claymore. So it looks like that would be doable. Now, with this particular upper, I have the TRL1 HL light mounted up here, and I have the Daniel Defense fixed sights. Those are going to be problematic as well as the light. So let me start by taking off the light and see if I can make this fit with these fixed sights. Okay, the Daniel Defense fixed sights here are going to be a problem. If I were to seriously consider that, I would have to cut out a good section right here, and the sight is going to impact this storage area. This one up here, I could cut this foam out right here and possibly make that fit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove these sights so we can actually see if this upper with the primary arms MD ADS on the Fortis T1 mount, we'll see if that fits at least. Okay, with the Daniel Defense fixed sights removed, this upper drops right in. It is a little bit tight right in here and right in here due to this Tango Down I/O cover that I have on this primary arms MD ADS. But it definitely fits in there, you know, not a problem. There wouldn't really need to be any cutting right here. It just pushes back the foam. Good clearance here on the handguard. Obviously a space right there for the Troy flip-up sights, front sight, and then back here for the Troy flip-up rear sight. So if I want to use this as is, I'm going to need to change the sights on this upper. Not a big deal, I change that stuff all the time anyway. Now the charging handle over here, this is a AXTS Raptor, and I do believe it's sticking up a little bit. And it looks like it would impact the foam right here. So this if you're running like the Raptor or any other ambidextrous type of charging handle, you definitely might have some issues right here. I don't believe it requires any permanent modification. It'll just leave an indent in the foam. And I'm suspecting that, like the Bravo company, the ambidextrous gunfighter from Bravo company would be the same, or any type of large latch charging handle. You might have a little bit of a clearance issue. Two other things we can test fit here. Let's try a sling, although I suspect there won't be any clearance issues with the sling. I have a Magpul MS3 sling, which should fit in the compartment no problem. Let's throw in some Camelback tactical gloves in the compartment as well. If you want to carry your tactical gloves with you, you can squeeze those in there as well. So we got a sling and a pair of gloves. And for vertical grips, I've got a Blackhawk vertical grip. Should be roughly the same size as the vertical grip that Troy sells, and it would fit in there perfectly. So right in this compartment, if you had it installed, of course it would have to be installed right in this position. You couldn't mount it any further forward unless you had a quick release latch on it or something. And of course this one's got a removable section on it, and obviously that would fit, of course, as well. Now this compartment right here, which I think is for storing the grip if you wanted to take it off. This Blackhawk fits in there. Sticks up just a little bit, this particular Blackhawk does. Yeah, regardless of which direction you put it in there. Well, I guess if you put it in like that, it wouldn't stick up at all either. I don't think it's designed to go in that way, but that way would probably be best because it would be completely flush and you wouldn't run the risk of it sticking up and marring your upper right there. That's if you wanted to carry your vertical grip over in this compartment. So not too bad of a fit with the Blackhawk. Unfortunately, that's the only one I have handy to test. So I think I've covered pretty much everything about this particular Troy M7A1 Storm Case. I think this is a good buy for $134. The quality, the customized foam, the fact that any little issues you might have with fitment, like up here with the stock, you can go in with a razor blade and you can go ahead and you can trim this and remove this excess material to custom tailor this to your stock. The pistol grip over here, same thing. That would require a little bit of trimming as well to use something other than the Troy pistol grip that this was designed for. And the foam, the box, the construction, top-notch quality. I am impressed. At $300, I'm not really impressed, but for $134, yeah, I am impressed with what you get for the money. So that's going to about wrap it up for the unboxing, the review, the fitment, my comments about fitting my particular SBR to this. Your results may vary, of course, depending upon what you happen to be using. You may have less issues, you might have more issues. It just depends on how your SBR or your AR-15 pistol is configured. So I'm going to wrap this video up.